Good morning. I'm running just a couple of minutes behind, so we're going to get the show started here in, 3 or 4 minutes, I would say. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to text your friends. Tell them to get on board, too. Tell all your friends they need to be watching Nightcat right now. Nightcat in the morning. It's not even at night anymore. It's just Nightcat in the morning. So they should be awake and getting ready for school and work anyway. Make sure that your friends are watching Nightcat. Guess what? Prize Pond is happening again. I finally got it. Well, I crossed my fingers. It was working in my tests this morning, which is why I'm running a little behind because I kept testing over and over again. But it should work. It should work. So, if you'd like to play Prize Pond for a fabulous prize, the number for that is 601-557-CAT1. That's 601-557-2281. Shoot me a text with your first name, and you might be playing live for a prize right here on the Morning Mews. Again, we're going to get started here in 2 or 3 minutes, so stick around. Alright, let's do it. It's time for the Morning Mews. Morning Mews on the Nightcap with Nightcat YouTube channel. This is the kitsch-minded morning show where we get you ready for the day. I am your host, Nightcat. Thank you so much for being here. We've got an awesome show coming up. We're going to talk about a little kid who found a bullet inside his bag of Hot Cheetos. And then I'm going to take you to the Dog World Surfing Championships. Oh yes, the Dog World Surfing Championships. But before we get into any of that, I think that it would be a good time for us to check in on our caterpillars. All right, I'm gonna switch to the caterpillar cam. Caterpillar cam, which is still kind of the fish cam right now. So we've got, if you missed it, we're raising caterpillars on this show. We're gonna raise them into butterflies, and then once they become butterflies, we're gonna go meet up at the park and release them all together. This cup is doing extremely well. So I got 2 cups of 5 caterpillars, and this one has just been on it. I mean, these caterpillars are growing at least double their size every day. I'm telling you, they're enormous. And they're getting so close. I'm telling you, I can just feel it. I think we're going to have cocoons by the end of the week. I'm betting on it. So cup 1 here, doing extremely well despite all the poop everywhere. Cup 2, on the other hand, cup 2 has been problematic for a lot of us. First of all, 2 of our caterpillars died pretty quickly in cup 2. But these guys just haven't been growing. They're finally starting to fatten up a little bit. So we've got 3 pretty chunky. Not chunky as their siblings. These ones might not get to cocoon level by the end of the week. But I'm hoping we get cocoons out of both of them at the same time, because that would be very convenient for all of us, wouldn't it? We'll see, though. Nature doesn't exactly work on our time clock. So that's the caterpillars, and I just wanted to let you know how they're doing, give you some updates. We don't have cocoons yet, but God, they're cute, aren't they? Also, an update on our new fish, Cosmo, back there. You can see him. He's orange. He's big. When I first got him, he wasn't doing so hot. I realized what he really wants is like a river. He wants to constantly be swimming against some sort of stream. So I took out the flow protector from the filter, so now he has just like a constant river that he gets to swim against. It's his favorite thing in the entire world. He just likes, it's basically like a fish treadmill. He just swims as much as he wants up against that filter. I also think that he's sneaky because sometimes the filter will spit out old food and he's there quick to retrieve it. So Cosmo is doing very, very well. Wanda is also doing very well. She's kind of like annoyed by Cosmo right now, I think, because she won't go near him, but she's been obsessed with him ever since he got in there. So I'm sure whatever little lover spat they're having, they'll get over it pretty quick. All right, now that we're done talking about all of my animals, which is always my favorite thing to talk about, so you're never gonna not get at least a little dose of it, let's get into the Morning Mews. The Morning Mews. This is the part of the show where I catch you up on the pop culture headlines and some of the good news so that you don't feel left behind. You have stuff to talk about when you get to school and work. And I'd like to get started with Hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos. A boy in Montana claims that he found a bullet in a bag. That's not the right one. Oh, I didn't put that. My goodness, you guys. I forgot the Hot Cheeto picture. But this kid was eating a bag of Hot Cheetos on Easter, and he got to the bottom of it when he claims that he found what looks like an actual bullet, like maybe even a fired bullet. So his dad takes a picture of it, sends it over to Frito-Lay, and is just like, hey, just so you guys know, this was in a bag. And Frito-Lay was like, thank you, we take these things very seriously, we'll get to the bottom of it. Well, he is now getting flack from everyone online, and people are coming after him saying that he put the bullet in there and this is just some sort of money grab. He goes, I never asked for money. It was never about money. I was just letting them know that, hey, there are bullets in your chips. He goes, I don't want any money. I just want to make sure that it doesn't happen again. So that makes me sort of feel like, yeah, he's probably telling the truth. But don't forget, it wasn't even, like 2 weeks ago that we talked about how Topanga from Boy Meets World, her actual real life husband, found shrimp tails inside of a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And they were like, after further review by our team of experts, that's not shrimp tails. That's just a chunky piece of sugar that didn't dissolve into the mix. And he goes, okay, well, after further investigation with my eyes, I'm telling you, these are shrimp tails. So what's going on in our food factories? I mean, I don't want to know, but also I feel like we need to know, don't we? All right, this is just the best. The 8th annual dog surfing competition went down in Florida yesterday. Look at this. Ah! Aren't they so cute? So this is all a big fundraiser for the Brevard County Humane Society. And they do this thing every year, except for last year. They had to cancel because of Corona, but they are back this year. These dogs get together and they have these surfing competitions. It's like Air Bud, but cuter and in real life. A yellow lab, I don't know if this, I tried to find her actual picture. A yellow lab named Lily, this is possibly Lily, I don't know though, took first place. So they do actually score the dogs on their form and everything, and then they give them little medals and stuff. It's just the best. Listen, every now and then Florida's like, you know what? We're not the worst. They usually are. But then you have things like the dog surfing competition or Gatorland or Disney, you know? There are plenty of things other than gators on meth eating your face or whatever else is going down in the other parts of Florida. Oh, they're just so cute. I can't even take it. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, God, this guy. Okay, you probably remember this guy. I told you the story a couple of weeks ago. He was working at an auto detailing shop. And he says that the owner of the shop, his boss, was a nightmare to work with. He's like, it was a toxic environment. He harassed me. He harassed all of my coworkers. It was just a disgusting place to work. So I decided to leave. And I asked him to give me the pay because he said that he wasn't going to pay me. So I asked him for the money for the time that I had worked up to that point until I quit. And he said no. And so I called the labor board. And after he called the labor board, get this. The owner of the company sent 90,000 pennies to him, dumped it in a pile in his driveway with a note that was very saucy. It was just 2 words. The last word was you. The first word, you can guess it. So it was just a big pile of pennies that this monster had covered in oil. And then the news media reached out to him and was like, did you do that? He goes, why is he complaining? He got paid. What a monster. Well, Coinstar. We all know Coinstar machines. It's what you see when you go into the grocery store. You dump your pennies and your nickels and everything into it. It'll count it, and then you can exchange it for, like, bills. Coinstar reached out to this guy and said, hey, we really want to help you. We're really sorry this happened. And 90,000 pennies really isn't anything to us, so we'll do it. So they went over to his house to get the pennies that were being stored in that wheelbarrow. By the way, there were 91,000-ish pennies in there, and the weight was so much that it made the tire deflate. So the tire was flat because of the weight of the pennies. Coinstar got there, they took the pennies, gave him $1,000 cash, and they bounced. And they were just like, we handle over 1 billion, or how many was it? It was nuts. We handle over 41 billion coins every year. Another 90,000 pennies is just another day to us. So that's really cool. I'm glad somebody helped this guy out. But man, don't be that boss. If you're a boss, don't act like this guy. What a monster. It's such disgusting behavior for absolutely no reason. And finally, a sealed copy of the original Super Mario Bros. Just sold at auction for $660,000. So this is a pretty unique copy of the game. It was one of the very first runs that were ever made of this game. And they used to shrink wrap the package, but there was only a very short window of time where they were shrink wrapping before they switched to just putting a sticker over the seam and sticker sealing all of the games. So this was found in brand new conditions, still shrink wrapped, which means that it's like one of the earliest versions of this game ever made. And I guess it was purchased for someone in Texas as a Christmas gift 35 years ago in 1986. And they just never opened it. They put it into a desk drawer, completely forgot about it. Well, they were cleaning some stuff out. They found it, and they're like, I wonder if this is worth anything. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. $660,000. Now, the auction house says that the reason that went for so much, and video game collectors are clamoring for something like this, is because it is kind of like the Holy Grail. Like I said, it's brand new condition. It never got touched. It's not dinged up. It's not scratched. It wasn't exposed to the sun. It was shrink wrapped, which makes it very unique to the series. And game collectors, well, collectors in general, just want things that are very unique that not every other collector has. And because it is so extremely, like, finding this game is kind of rare anyway, but finding this game in this condition, the auction house said, quote, finding another copy from that run in that condition would be like searching for a single drop of water in the ocean. I think that's dramatic, but I think you understand their point. And that is the Morning Mews. All right. Let's quickly talk about the True Crime Walking Tours. In case you missed it, I will be hosting some true crime walking tours of downtown Salt Lake City. We're going to start at a bar. We're going to take you to a couple of true crime hotspots like the Judge Building, recently made famous on Murder Among the Mormons. And then we're going to stop at another bar, go through a couple more stops. It is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to see you. Tickets have sold very well. We're just under about 75% sold out, so if you would like your tickets, they are going quick. I don't know that I'm doing any more dates. I've got 4 dates posted right now at the end of April and the beginning of May. I don't know if I'll be able to do more, but I'd really love to, and it's all gonna hinge on the success of these first 4. So if you can, especially the second Thursday date, the first date in May, that one is pretty wide open. So if you would love to go on the True Crime Walking Tour, go book your tickets now, please. That would be fantastic. You can find the link for the True Crime Walking Tour down in the description of this video. It's called a link tree. It'll say linktr.ee/JacksonWitt in the description of this video. Click on that. It'll take you not only to the True Crime Walking Tours, but to all of my other links as well. It's a whole tree full of links that will take you places. It's amazing. Link tree down in the description of this video for those True Crime Walking Tour tickets. All right, I think it's time for us then to jump into the book of no, this is not the Book of Unusual Knowledge. This is the Book of Useless Information. It's from the same series. The Book of Unusual Knowledge is what we read from yesterday. I found that one at a thrift store. Loved it so much. Had to go buy this one when I saw it on Amazon. So these are stories of people who came back from the dead. But by the way, this book is just full of really cool articles. It's like a bathroom reader, full of random, useless facts and articles. And this article is a bunch of people who came back from the dead after they were declared dead. It's crazy. After a major automobile accident in 2007, a Venezuelan named Carlos was declared dead. The coroner, dead. The doctor checked his heart and was like, dead for sure. So the coroner starts the autopsy, which starts with an incision to the face, and he started bleeding. Now, corpses do not bleed. So the doctor was like, oh my gosh, I got a zombie. So he starts sewing him up real quick to get into the hospital, and that's when Carlos woke up. And he goes, I woke up because the pain of getting sewn together while I'm conscious and not numb was excruciating. He goes, it was the worst pain. And that's what eventually woke him up. He was able to regain consciousness, and I guess he just went on with his day. He went to the hospital and was fine as far as I could tell, but isn't that freaking crazy? Could you imagine? You're just a coroner minding your own business, and then all of a sudden one of your bodies is very much not a dead body. Scary. Anne Green, a young servant in Oxford, England, was convicted of killing a baby after the baby was born stillborn. So she didn't actually kill the baby. She was just convicted of it. And this is in 1650. So they were like, she's a witch or whatever, I'm sure. After she was hanged, Green's body was cut down and transported to Oxford University, where it was to be used for anatomy classes. As the lesson on her body progressed, Green began to moan and regain consciousness. Do you think those people gave up being doctors? They're like, nope. What if this happens again? So the lesson progressed. She began to moan and regain consciousness. The students helped revive her and treated her injuries. So, that's some solid doctoring. If you're going to wake up, at least wake up in a room full of doctors. And wake up in a room full of doctors that are so good, they teach other doctors how to be doctors. That's not a bad way to start your new life, apparently. Eventually, she was given a pardon, gained a level of celebrity. So she woke up, she goes, I didn't kill my kid. And they were like, ooh, well, she survived it. Maybe God didn't want her to suffer. So she got a pardon, she got married, she became a famous lady, and went on to have a bunch of kids, which is really cool. And finally, in 1674, Marjorie Erskine died in Scotland and was buried in a shallow grave with less than honorable intentions by the gravedigger. So the gravedigger was sent, she was sent to her eternal resting place with some very valuable jewelry. And the gravedigger was like, okay, well, I'm going to come back at night, dig it up, take all them jewels. After digging up her body, he was trying to cut her finger off to steal her ring when, much to his surprise, she woke up. because you know why? Ain't nobody touches my jewels, okay? I got all these ices, and you're not going to take them from me. Ugh, so scary. I'll bet that guy stopped robbing dead bodies immediately. He goes, nope, not worth it. What if they come back? The vengeful demons from the other side. And that is the book of useless information. I think that's pretty useful information if you ask me. I think it's quite interesting. Here, I'll put that right there. Yeah, that looks nice. All right, let's see what we got going on now. Oh, let's check in with the chat real quick. How are you guys doing? What are you up to? Good morning, Prince Zizor. Good morning, Marissa, Cass Cat, Kelsey, Shelby, Sadie, Nathan, Erica, Shelby, Doggone T. Oh, Dark Prince Zizor, are you talking about, oh. Wonder if the metal bits that are used to... Oh, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're talking about, Zizor. I'm sorry. Did I mention something about sensors? I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll see. Good morning, Kayla. Good morning, Emmanuel. I love when you get into the chat. Make sure to hop in there. Talk to me. Talk to your friends in there. There are lots of friends in there. I love how sometimes I'll get to the chat and there will have been like a full conversation that I was not a part of about what I'm talking about, and I have to catch up on it later. It's always very fun. So thank you so much for hopping into the chat. It's great. Before we continue to the prize pond, which, by the way, you can still play if you want to. The number is, that's not right. There we go. 601-557-CAT1. 601-557-2281. Shoot me your first name over to that number. I might be calling you to play for a prize here in just a second. But before we do that, I would like to talk about our Patreon. Patreon.com/NightCatShow. Patreon's an awesome source where you can help your favorite shows and your favorite artists stay independent and keep making the best content ever. You can donate either $3 or $5 a month. A little bit more if you have it and you want to. You're totally welcome to do that as well. Each of the tiers has their own special gifts and goodies and prizes, but all of them get Curiosity Killed Nightcat, the true crime episodes of the Nightcat Radio podcast 1 week before anybody else. So if you are just itching for more true crime in your life, patreon.com/nightcatshow is the place to do it. Join today. It really helps so much, keep things going. I guess that's all I have to say on the matter. All right, let's play Prize Pond. What do you say? So I think part of the reason it hasn't been working is my phone was broken, and I also had to get a new piece, like an adapter for my computer. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but I tested it a bunch today, and I think it should work. So I'm going to check out over here, see who's texted me. Random scroll, random scroll, random scroll. Let's see. All right. I might be calling you. I hope you're by the phone. Yes, I can hear it. I think you
Hello?
Hey, is this Shelby?
Oh my god, yes it is. How are you?
Shelby, I am so good. It's Nightcat. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Oh, I love to hear that. What are you up to this morning? You getting ready for work, school? You sleeping in? What's the deal?
I'm at work.
Oh, you're at work already? What time do you get to work?
7.
Oh, okay. Well, I love that we start the show at exactly the time you're supposed to be working.
It's my timer to get to work, like, get ready.
That's exactly right. Yep, just get in, clock in, and then start your day. Why not?
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't let your boss win like that. You better watch this on the clock. You better get paid to watch Nightcat. All right, well, Shelby, how do you feel about playing Prize Pond?
I would love to.
Awesome. All right, here's how Prize Pond works. Behind me, I've got fish tanks. And in those fish tanks, I have fabulous prizes swimming all over the place. I have managed to catch one on a fishing hook and one in a fishing net. It is your decision. Would you like the fishing hook or the fishing net?
Let's do the net.
You're gonna go with the net? Let's do it. Ooh, you got yourself a Mrs. Norris is Watching You bumper sticker from the Harry Potter series. You've got, and magnets. You've got a Morning Announcement logo, handmade magnet, handmade by me, as well as a Curiosity Killed Nightcat logo, handmade fridge magnet. Now, this is a fabulous prize. How do you feel about Harry Potter? Are you a Harry Potter fan?
I love Harry Potter.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, and I feel like we already know how you feel about Morning Announcements. You like it at least more than work. So,
Exactly.
Shelby, this is a great prize for you, but I always have to ask if you would like to switch to something else. Would you like to throw the magnets and the sticker back into the prize pond and go with the hook, or would you like to stay?
I think I want to keep it.
You're going to keep it? Awesome. Well, let me show you what you could have won if you switched.
Okay.
Oh, man, we hooked a mermaid. Oh, you could have got yourself a fancy mermaid. Oh, she's so cute. She's got a purple streak in her hair. She's probably going through something. That's the only time I ever put any color in my hair. That's very nice, though. I will make sure that these get into the mail to you. Shelby, thank you so much for calling. Have a great day at work.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
I am so excited that we finally get to play Prize Pond again. It took forever to get it back on the air, but we did it. Hey, if you won Prize Pond prizes last week or the week before, I was trying so hard to get Prize Pond back on the air that I didn't get them in the mail. They're coming, I promise. Don't worry, they will be there. I know Mimi, I think, was asking if they'd be here or not. I'm getting them all in the mail very soon, I promise. I just got a little behind on some stuff. But I love playing Prize Pond. Now that we can play Prize Pond, it's probably a good idea for you to save this number in your phone. 601-557-CAT1. Put it in your phone, text me your first name. Whenever we play Morning Announcements, I might call you to win a fabulous prize out of the Prize Pond. All right, we did Prize Pond. We checked in with the chat. We talked about our Patreon. We did the book of useless information. We talked about the Morning Mews. We checked in on the caterpillars. Is that really it? I think that's it. Holy cow. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to go like this video. I know a lot of you are live right now. I'm gonna make you go like this video. Go like it. Liking these videos and commenting on them is the best way for us to get the word out about Nightcat. If you feel like sharing some of this on your social media too, like Katie Deemer, she is always sharing Nightcat stuff on her Insta story. I really always super appreciate it. Doodle with Marie also I've seen a lot. Everyone's been taking pictures of their merch. I love seeing the pictures of you with your Nightcat merch. It's just my favorite thing. It's the best. It really is. I love how supportive and wonderful everyone is about the show. So let's keep that going. Let's keep telling our friends about it, sharing it on social media. You are like my messenger. You're the one that's going to keep this show going. So if you like Nightcat, you like what we're doing here, make sure you tell some people so that we can keep this show on the air in the morning. Because, God, it would be fun to just make this my full-time job, wouldn't it? Don't forget nightcatmerch.com is the place to get all of your Nightcat merch, plus some really awesome toys from the Nightcat Toy Shack. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/nightcatshow, and you can find the audio from this show and every other episode of Nightcap with Nightcat, Morning Announcements, Curiosity Killed Nightcat. It's all available on the Nightcat Radio podcast. Look for it on your favorite podcast directory. And don't forget Curiosity Killed Nightcat. The first episode dropped on Friday. The second one is dropping this Friday, but it's already available to you patrons on Patreon. So make sure you get over there and listen to that. It's being very well received, and I really appreciate it. All right, I think that's going to do it for me. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy your 3 minutes of fish.